I've been thinking about something, and I don't have a hard answer for it. I've just been around long enough to see the game change. This isn't about what's legal, it's about where we're headed. When I was young, I learned about scouting. I learned where the ducks wanted to be, what good quail habitat looked like, where deer wanted to bed down, and where the fish stacked up in certain times of the year. That's how you learn the game. You don't try to control it, you try to understand it. Now, when I look at modern hunting, I see a spectrum. On one end, you've got scouting, weather, habitat, migration, and reading the land and the water. On the other hand, you got things like flooded, unharvested corn, released mallards, pen-raised quail, tower shoots. They're not all the same. They don't carry the same impact, but they are all forms of influence. Flooded grain can hold birds on a landscape. Released ducks introduce birds into a system. Pen-raised quail exist because wild quail numbers are low in many places. Tower shoots, well, that's more of a production model. Different scales, different impacts, and different intentions. So the question I keep coming back to isn't whether something is legal or not. It's what direction we're moving. Are we teaching hunters to find birds, or are we teaching them to hold birds? Are we building woodsmanship, or are we building efficiency? And maybe efficiency isn't evil, but it does change things. There's also the fairness side of this. Private land has its advantages. Public land has its pressures. Some would argue certain attraction methods level up the playing field. Others would say it widens the gap. I don't pretend that this is simple. Right now, things like flooded corn ponds are legal, and pouring corn isn't. But I've even asked myself, what if that line was moved? Not because I'm arguing for it, but because every time we move a line, culture moves with it. Would it change the hunt? Would it change what we value? Would it change what new hunters learn first? I'm not worried about next season. I am thinking about 20 years from now. And when my grandkids talk about duck hunting, what would it be? I've made mistakes in my past, and I've seen both sides of this. This isn't about holier than thou. It's just about being honest enough to ask where we're headed. This isn't a verdict. It's a conversation. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365.